Hey there, welcome to my Quincy % run for the Rising Secrets of Gloomrot patch. I figured it might be time to come back since 1. The patch does change some parts of the run in somewhat significant yet subtle ways. 2. My previous run got beat, the link will be in the description. And 3. My former personal best got some traction on YouTube, so I thought I would do a post commentary on the next run that adds some insight to avoid having to repeat stuff in the descriptions and in the comments. Disclaimer for the uninitiated and people who refuse to understand or read up on what a speedrun is. What you are about to see is not achievable in a real setting. It is purely for the purpose of finding what the human limit is to get a particular point in the progression of the game. I realize rushing Quincy is not optimal for multiplayer, but this isn't the point of the run. With that out of the way, let's dissect the run. We start, like always, by collecting bones. We don't need many in the crypt. The enemies on the way to the exit and the containers will give us enough to progress the quest to be able to craft armor. I got lucky and found a high % creature blood right out of the gate, which is a nice bonus, but not necessary to achieve a similar time. I've had runs before this one, reaching Quincy faster without any good blood, but those runs died. You want to use space as much as possible to get to the wolf and Lydia, to get there as early as possible. Sometimes though, you might need to hold it a bit to cross an area with few shadows, like the bridge right before the den. While you're running and crafting gear as you kill wolves and deers, be on the lookout for blood roses on the way. They'll be really important to craft a ring, and you need 32 of them this patch, which means you'll need to find one more spawn than before. In hindsight, You want to leash the wolf first, as Lydia's leash range might not extend all the way into the den if her initial aggro spot is early like it is in this run. You will see her reset when I walk too far, and I didn't see this initially, which made me lose some time. Ideally, you want to kill the wolf near a few trees and rocks to accelerate resource collection and forward a quest state, but in this run it was really poor placement, so some time lost here as well. Lydia is only used to speed up the wolf kill in the run. We entirely ignore her after. This is because after the repeated nerfs to Chaos Volley, the time spent killing her is actually not worth the time gained from the added DPS. Wolf form, on the other hand, got supremely buffed and is now, in my opinion, at least in the top 3 abilities in the entire game. The jump is an iframe, and the ability to jump over small gaps and through terrains opens up a ton of possibilities for the run. In the logging camp, we are searching for planks and either a Lumberjack's axe, which drops fairly often, or 18 plus copper coins to buy it, or the miner's mace through the shady merchants. The 4 additional gear score is better than anything we can craft at this point. Helps for regular enemies while traveling and is theoretically more damage against Quincy, although the shitty range makes it harder to squeeze out more damage. You still want to get a spear for the bear because of both the range advantage and the damage against creatures bonus. In the run, the golden chest is lucky, but getting enough copper or an axe from the camp happens fairly often regardless, and you don't have to clear your surroundings for containers or regular chests. The absolute best thing that can happen here is getting a jewel on Shadow Bolt, as 2 or 3 of the affixes you can get on it make it even better than Chaos Volley.
Interest you in a little something.
After this, we need 40 blood roses before building our base, if we don't have them already. The pathing is optimized to run through the convenient spawns I know of, but the 3 that spawn most often didn't this time. You also need to farm slightly more stone than before because the quest state now requires you to make a mist brazier. I fumbled a bit through the base building, but it came along without any major hiccups. There are two very important changes for the bear, one of which is also important for Quincy. The first one is that the bear's rage phase has been nerfed to the point where you can just walk away from his sweeps, which means you can use your cooldowns more liberally than before. The second one is that Bloodright now entirely stops boss charges, as you might have seen but not noticed in the wolf earlier. This is not of utmost importance for the wolf or the bear, although it does save minute amount of times. But it will be very annoying on Quincy because during his rage phase, he will cast his charge as soon as he can, which means immediately after the knockback from the counter, so you have very little time to step aside. After the bear, I accidentally paused the timer for about 10 seconds, so I'm adding 11 seconds to the final time, partly because I don't want to frame count and also just to make sure it's not undershot. The visual time will not be accurate from now onwards. Here comes the biggest mistake of the run, killing a 98% rogue blood squad. This made me lose about 40 to 50 seconds for pretty much no added value, making me arrive to the camp during the day, and I lost the damage reduction for the high percent creature blood.
Another notch on my belt has arrived!
Quincy's shield crush attack is hard to see during the day and does ridiculous damage, so I decided to move behind it as often as I can and still almost died. The Quincy fight in general is trivialized at nighttime and gets really hard during the day, but getting there earlier is going to be quite difficult.
You've got! Show me what you've got. Rise to the challenge. Show me what you've got. You've got! Show me what you've got. You've got. Rise to the challenge. A rousing battle. you've got! A rousing battle! Show me what you've got! A rousing battle! No! I didn't think I could bleed this much.
And that's it. Thanks for watching.
I feel stronger.